Greetings VC, Justin back with part 2 of my record collection. Gonna show off some things I picked up at the flea market as well as my local record store. Still got BB King rocking with us in the background. I hope you don't mind if he tags along for a little bit. So, let's dive right in. First ones here are from the record store. These are my used pickups, used records that I got. First off, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band with Night Moves. Got Main Street on here, my favorite Bob Seger record, and or favorite Bob Seger song, and so I was really excited to pick this one up. Haven't gotten to listen to it yet. I want to listen to the rest of the album. Great picture there on the back. So I love it. One of my dad's favorites, Bob Seger. Next is a band that my mom and dad used to listen to both a lot and got me into both of them. Used to remember riding in the car, jamming out to this group. And this is actually, I remember when I was about 4 or so. I don't know how I remember this, but we had gone down to Lakeland to visit some family friends down there, and I don't remember I don't recall the reason why we went down there. But my dad told me it's because they went and saw Journey in Lakeland. It was my mom's first concert she ever gone to. So got my Journey record here with Frontiers. Definitely great. One of their great records with we got Separate Ways on here, of course, Faithfully. And one of my personal favorites on here, one of my favorite Journey songs, Center My Love. I love that song. I think it's gorgeous. So there's the back. I'm skydiving. Played this record a couple times. Friends come over and they say, "Oh man, you got Journey? Oh yeah." It's like the go-to band. So put that on, dude. Put that on. Let's rock out. I'm like, all right. So let's do it. So I got my Journey there. Those are my used records. Next ones here are new records I picked up. I went into the record store that day wanting this one. Saw how much it was. I was like, man, really? Kind of bummed me out. But I was like, I'm not going to leave without it. This is why I came here. So I picked it up anyways, and that's the Black Keys, El Camino. Great record. Love the cover. And it comes with a CD as well. So I'm going to give that to my brother because my brother does not know who the Black Keys are. And he's heard Gold on the Ceiling a couple times. He's like, any kind of Bob says, "Oh, is this the Black Keys?" I'm like, yeah, see, you like them. And but at first he was all like, "Oh, no, I don't want to listen to him. I don't like that kind of stuff." So I'm going to let him put the CD on his iTunes and see what he thinks. Hopefully he'll like it. But there's the back. So very excited about owning this. I've listened to it a couple times. Oh, Lucille, how you talk to me. I love his guitar. So here we got Queen of the Night, the Opera. This is another new pickup I picked. I believe this is re-release and reissue. And of course, I got it. Bohemian Rhapsody's on here. It's the main reason why I picked it up. So very excited about listening to this one. I got a couple other great songs on there. You're My Best Friend. Love that song. 39. God Save the Queen. And I would say if I had to make a supergroup, hands down, I'd pick Freddie Mercury as my front man. I think he's probably one of the greatest front men of all time and had a amazing voice and great presence on stage. So love me some Queen. So very happy to pick that one up. That's it for my record store purchases. These next ones I got at the flea market. First 7 were $1 from this really cool lady. She had just bins out, all labeled, they're all $1. And she had some bins labeled 60s and 70s, and some of these mainly went through those bins. Some of these actually weren't from the 60s and 70s; they're from the 80s. But for $1, I picked them up, and can't go wrong with these ones. So first one here, Chicago. This is I think they're great. I remember my mom had the CD of this. So this is another great one that I picked up here for Mom. And I think I believe it's their greatest hits compilation from the 70s. So really great. I've listened to this one. I really liked it. So next, got some more Doobie Dudes, Doobie Brothers, The Captain and Me. Of course, you got China Grove on here. It's the big hit off this one. Haven't gotten to listen to it yet. So very happy I picked this one up. Saw this one. And there's the back, right there. Alright, this next one, Jackson Browne's Running on Empty, previously owned by Ward. You can see right there. Thank you, Ward, for writing on it, letting us know that this was yours. But I'm very happy to pick this one up. I saw it in a thrift store before, and it was like all beat to hell and scratched, and so I didn't want to get it. But I found this copy there, and it's in good condition, so I picked it up. I love that song. And Jackson Browne's is a great singer-songwriter. Wrote great songs. So I'm really going to enjoy this record. No, there's the back. Sorry. Next, I think out of all my dollar purchases, this was my find of the day. I was like, just because I looked at the lady, she just didn't seem like the type of person that would own this record. And I was so excited to have it. Remember the old music videos. So this is definitely my purchase out of the dollar bin. This is the best one. Twisted Sisters, Stay Hungry. Listened to it this morning and it just rocks hard all the way through. I loved it. I was like rocking as I was cleaning my records. And great songs on here. Just the first three, Stay Hungry, We're Not Gonna Take It, and Burn in Hell. I love it. This is awesome. So yeah, this is great. I had a friend of mine over the other day, and she's not really into this kind of stuff, and I was like, man, you want me to put on some Twisted Sisters? She's like, ew. She saw that cover, and it was so funny. I was like, are you sure? But Dee Snider, man, is awesome. I love it. So excited to get on this. Next one here, got some REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, great cover. Got their big breakthrough hit, Keep On Loving You. Take It on the Run. I love that song. So very excited about owning this one and giving it a spin. Cover's really beat up, but the vinyl's in really good shape. So next one here, this is another kind of surprise find I got along with the Twisted Sister, and that's Tommy Two Tone. Has the 8675309 Jenny song on here. So, really excited to own this one. Very cool, very great 80s classic on here. So, excited to own that one. Next, very excited. Yours truly, who's playing here in the background, B.B. King, Completely Well. Found this one. Really excited to give this one a spin and listen to. I love B.B. King. Love his sound, love his style. He's got a great voice, I think, as well as his guitar playing. So much emotion behind when he sings. So that's what I love in music. So very excited to own this one. And give it a spin. I'm gonna listen to it later this evening. This next one I got, so those were all from this lady who's selling records for $1. This next one I found around the corner in the next little aisle of dealers. This guy had records that were all in sleeves and stuff, and I walk up, and in the front of his bins, he had 3 bins. In the front of each of them, on the left, he had Led Zeppelin 4, Dark Side of the Moon, and then Beatles Revolver. I was like, this guy is awesome. And then I looked at the prices. They were a little pricey. Weren't what I was really willing to spend, and what I didn't really bring with me that day. So didn't want to pick those ones up. But I told him before I left, I was like, man, I'm coming back, and I'm gonna get I at least want Dark Side of the Moon. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, and I know everyone says you've got to have it on vinyl. It's the only way to listen to it. So I've saved up a lot of money in a piggy bank jar. And I'm gonna hopefully take that not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. I'd like to try and go back there, and hopefully he'll have it. He says he gets a lot of new stuff in each week, so he says he basically is selling off a lot of his excess stuff that he has, and he still buys like records to resell and everything like that. So hopefully that'll still be there. I told him I'd be back for it. But so I was going through all of his stuff, and I mean, he had a lot of great things. He had, you know, Fleetwood Mac rumors. He had a bunch of Stones records, Eric Clapton, all kinds of things. And so I asked him, I was like, and of course my favorite band, I was like, got any U2? And he's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I should have one. So I was looking through them, and he's like, you don't see it? And I was like, no, I haven't seen it yet. So he started going through it and looking through all the records with me, and he finally found it for me, and I was just excited. This isn't my absolute favorite U2 record, but I know King's drummer did an album of the week with this, and I am so excited to own this record. This is probably like my second favorite. Maybe War might beat this one, but I love this album. A Sort of Homecoming, I think, is probably one of my all-time favorite opening tracks to a record. I love that song, just the feel I get when I listen to it. And it has Pride in the Name of Love on here. Songs like Wire, Unforgettable Fire, MLK. Great album. I'm so excited. I came home. I didn't even clean it. I threw it on the record player and had to listen to it. At least the first couple of tracks. And I was like, man, I should probably clean it before I play it anymore. So, but it's in great shape. Very excited to own it. So I was really excited to find this one. Paid, I think like $8 for it. It was worth it for me just to own a U2 record that I can actually play. So really excited to own this one. And I'm on the lookout. If anyone knows of anyone that owns the Joshua Tree, that is my favorite album of all time. I really want it. I've been looking at ones on eBay, so hopefully I'll be able to get it very soon. But in the meantime, The Unforgettable Fire is gonna be definitely on my turntable a lot. So very excited to own this one. Me being such a big U2 fan. So those are all my records that I got. Actually, those are all the ones I have. And like I said, hopefully I'll be getting more. Can't really this weekend. I'm actually going to the TPC, going to go see the Players Championship this weekend in Jacksonville. So I will not be able to really go anywhere this weekend. Friday, I'm going to try and go hit up some thrift stores and before I go to work and pick up some things. So until next time, I'll be watching your guys' videos. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and take care. All right, peace.